My brother and I wrote a radio show for CBS that was on at 6 o'clock on Saturday nights when no one would listen because CBS was just trying out writers, and they invented this show for writers to learn their craft. And my father was still very much against our going into the business. He wanted me to go into the post office where he knew I'd get $100 a week for the rest of my life. And so he listened to the first program, and my brother and I just sat there looking at him. And when the program was over, my father said, "I didn't hear many laughs," which was like a knife in both of our hearts. I mean, I didn't think he meant it to be cruel. I think he was trying to say, what do you two know about writing? You know, you're never going to make a living at this. So he was not very accommodating or encouraging. But what happened in Broadway Bound, I did something much different, which I think was more to the point than what happened in real life. We wrote the show, and the mother and father were funny, but slightly at their own expense. I think because we had some anger towards our father for being gone so often, there were allusions about his being the kind of man he was. I can't quite remember. I don't think we talked about his dallying with other women or anything. But when the show was over, it was the nightmare part of the dream of what I hoped my father would say, like, that was wonderful, and I can't wait to tell other people about it. He was furious that he was being made fun of. And what happened was that my brother took him on. And it opened up so that my brother was able to say, well, the father started to yell at him, and he said, "I'm ashamed of you. Don't you have any shame for what you are doing to your father?" And the older brother said, "Don't you have any shame for what you're doing to our mother?" So it was a much more dramatic point, and that's why I say that my plays are not autobiographical. They're suggestions for biographical plays. You take real incidents in life and put them into a much more pressurized sort of atmosphere. And so I was glad I never really had to live through a scene like that where my father said, "How dare you write about me that way?"